Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensifies the resolve to bring home the Apples. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of. A cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great one today.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. So Washington State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Grab behind the line. It's Ellison. And the defense holds firm. No at all on that play.
well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Cougar! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the
The extra point is blocked. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Scrambling away. Going to try to get it himself. Building momentum, picking up chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Look out, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Washington. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. With the catch, it's Freeman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A strike downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's first and 10 from the 16. Quarterback keeps it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Touchdown, Washington State. Fit it in the window for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Point is good, and 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was...
There he goes! Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And wait just a second. The official is going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fakes to grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Washington State! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. QB got it himself. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Running into the open space. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, you know that every single week this guy's legs are going to be a problem, and the defense just has not had an answer for him. They can't keep him in the pocket. That last play, he's able to get outside, scramble, and go make something happen. And with that last run, he's now eclipsed the 100-yard rushing mark for the game.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. The short hands, Green. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. Line getting set on second down. They go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense hasn't been able to get it done on 4th down. 0 for 2 so far. They'll try to turn that around here. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the lone back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Freeman. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, and last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught it near the sticks. It's Ellison. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback on the keeper. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's...
He lobs one high down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 2nd down coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. A lot of intrigue with this second half still to come as we send things back to the Evergreen State.
Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Westbrook. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third, looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just had Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Boston. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on target this time. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Draw play. Quarterback keeps it. Picks up the 1st down. Still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one. The defense was finally able to get him down. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn.
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Bring in the heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy. And that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. On a little time, lets it go. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And down he goes back at the 3. So they could take the lead with a field goal, but in this situation, they want to go for the touchdown on 4th down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes a catch on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Ellison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Evans. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He wants to change this route. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick completion on the out. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Washington right back to the line. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. They'll line up to go for two. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. These DBs going to give a little cushion. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll give it to Johnson. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. See what they dial up on first and 10. A run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Washington wants to go quickly. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And his throw is incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Here's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got it in the middle. It's Ellison. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Meredith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Right back to the well. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. Makes the grab past the marker. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes a man miss. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Here comes the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So on fourth and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. They want to throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Meredith. And he'll step across the sideline. Can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Baker. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now on the move. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.